Welcome to this Creative Lab first look at Acrobat DC May 2016 release. At the time of recording, the May 2016 release has been out for a few days, and it's possible that you might not be aware that the release is available. If you check in your Creative Cloud application and look under the Apps tab, you may not see Acrobat DC available as a new update. If that's the case, just start your existing copy of Acrobat, go to the Help menu and select Check for Updates here, and Acrobat will recognise and download the update for you. After installing, there's a few new interface features to have a look at. Initially, when Acrobat opens, we now see a revised welcome screen, and this is quite similar to the Start workspaces of Illustrator, Photoshop and InDesign. And there are some new additions at the top here where we can see short guides and tours of Acrobat just to get you started and introduce some of the new features. On the left hand side here, Adobe has integrated some new storage features, and by clicking on the Add Account section you'll see the four third-party cloud services that Adobe has now integrated Acrobat with, and these are very easy to add on to your existing Acrobat system. You just click the Add button for the service of your choice, key in your login details, click on Authorize, and you will see the service added to the sidebar within moments. And from there you can access files, open PDFs, move things around, create folders, etc. We also have a new interface feature which can be found under the View menu, and in the middle of the View menu we now have a display theme option, and we can change the colour of the display from the current light grey that we're looking at just now to a newer dark grey option. Unfortunately, this doesn't happen on the fly, so after you click OK here, you will need to quit Acrobat and restart. After you've restarted Acrobat, you will see the new interface, and I quite like this as it now makes it feel a lot more like other Adobe applications that you might use on a regular basis, so it feels a bit more like Illustrator, InDesign, Photoshop, etc. One other new change in the interface is under the creation options, and Acrobat has long been able to create PDFs from scanners. In this version, Adobe has updated the interface for the scanner driver. It pretty much does what it did before. You get to access your scanner driver, you get to specify various different features of your scan, different quality settings, and also what to do with the new PDF that will become created. When you're ready to scan, simply click the scan button and that will drop you into your scanner driver software and you can scan. When the scan's complete, the result will be sent to a new PDF document. I'll just demonstrate mine here, and this allows me just to indicate one of the other new features in terms of tools that Acrobat DC now has. The commenting tools have received a little bit of an upgrade. After selecting them, you'll see the familiar tools appearing across the top of the toolbar here, and there are a couple of new icons on the right hand side here, and these are appearance icons which allow us to choose the typeface, size and colour of different aspects of any comments that we might make. And this is quite a useful document to start with because this document allows me to demonstrate the new highlighter function. This is a scan, so there is no live text in this document, it's just pixels, and with the older version of the highlight tool it would be very difficult to highlight any particular piece of text in this image. But with the new highlight tool I can select it and I can drag across a line of text. Remember, this is pixels, it's not actually text, and Acrobat will find it and highlight it. In the second document I have here, we can see some of the new features in the commenting panel itself. The first thing to note on the right hand side here is that the comments are now grouped by the page they're on. This has been a long overdue feature to add in here, and if you deal with PDFs with lots and lots of comments on lots of different pages, this is a really useful function. We can see here the comments attached to each page. I can expand them out so we can see exactly what has been written. If I want to amend or add to any comments, I can click here, and any comments that I make will appear directly underneath. And this is another new feature, that the comments appear threaded, so it's possible to have a kind of ongoing conversation in the comments panel. And as previously, these comments are time-stamped and dated as well. The comments toolbar itself can also be adjusted, and by right-clicking on the toolbar there is a new Customize Comment Tools option, and this brings up this panel here, which allows us to make our own toolbar. So if you don't want to see all of the tools, you can select the ones that you prefer to work with, click on this add icon over here on the right hand side, and build your own tool. In this situation, I do recommend that you add on the 3 icons at the bottom here to any customized toolbar that you wish to make, because this will add the ability to change the appearance attributes as I mentioned previously. When you've completed your adjustments, click Save, and after a moment or two the toolbar will refresh. It does take a while. There we are, and we can now see the new slimmer tools. If I just move to a new page here, and I'll add a comment here in a box. And as I type, we can see the attributes panel pop up here, and I can change the typeface for that piece of text. I can change the point size just by clicking here, and I can change the color through the color picker as well. These features were available before, but they're much more accessible and easy to implement than in previous versions. To restore the commenting toolbar to its previous version, it's simply a matter of right-clicking again, selecting the Customize option, and then just deleting each of the tools that you've added. Clicking Save again will return you to the original arrangement. The final thing I want to mention about this new version of Acrobat is that Adobe do promise that they have enabled Read Aloud options for more parts of the application, such as the Home view and the Save As dialog box options. Unfortunately, that doesn't solve the problem that has existed in many versions of the Mac version of Acrobat Pro, which is to say that the Read Out Loud function, which is accessed here from the View menu, only works on a single page in the document, and the Read to the End of Document option that is available in here actually fails after the first page and then never works again. And unfortunately, this has been a problem for several versions of Acrobat and has not been addressed in this one. So for those of you who would find this useful, and I know I have a few clients who would find that helpful, that unfortunately has not been fixed in this version. So overall, it's not a bad update. It's an interim upgrade. There's no amazing new functions as such, but there's a few refinements that are probably worth having, and if you are involved in working with comments in particular, I think you're going to find it useful.